Hello, hello. We are going to go back to playing Once Upon a Rogue's Tale and get a sense of my further struggles with roguelike deck builders. I've been trying to figure out Red. I managed to beat all of the chapters with the Frog Prince. I think I have a theory for Red. I can't quite be sure though. All right. So the unicorn banishes 2 random hand cards. And then ally receives 1 acceleration. That means that the ally's actions take less. Now, I tend to underplay Red's cards during these. I've done that in the past. I've underplayed Red's card. I haven't had a lot of use for her cards, so I haven't built up her deck very much. So what I think I'm going to do is try to start building up her deck so that I could use the unicorn task a little bit more often. Now, all right, so Red needs green, the wolf needs, and everybody else needs red in terms of dice colors. All right, so I've got a couple jokers. All right, so the wolf can only really go at that person. I'm going to select a target for you. Select a target for you. And so these have gone away, but they've only gone away until the end of the battle. And that is going to make her easier to go at that. Pardon me. All right. Now, Red can no longer take any more hits. These are equivalent, but both of you can use them. You're going to do 4, you're going to do 2 poison. Go ahead, that. And can't do primary character. The advantage of the wolf is, I don't think that's going to do any good. So the advantage of the wolf is that if he puts prey on somebody, then they can be hit from anywhere, which allows me to stick Red over in the corner. And she will still hit any target. So mostly just putting prey on that character. Poison cannot be blocked. Wolf skin, random ally receives 1 weakness. This is worth doing. All right. You're going to go after the She's free to use, so we just want to make sure that we don't let her drop. All right. I'm going to do that. Because what was happening is I was you don't have prey on you. Now you do. Now you can hit them. What was happening was I kept firing off the unicorn and then wondering why where all my cards went, because I kept looking at it thinking, why are my cards so few? Because they were being banished and I didn't have that many to start with. So I think this is going to be a much better option. I have plenty of dice. What I need to do next time you're almost dead and you have prey on you, so go ahead and just take you down. Honestly, just take you down. There you go. All right, that was a lot easier than some of these battles have been. And target receives 2 prey. That would allow me to put prey on at any time. But this gives me more cards. And it's free. Let's do that. I think the prey is probably useful. Alright, this is a story event. Knock on the stone house. Okay. In spite of what I was saying, I'm going to use this one because it is the least damaging. Lose a random hand card. Ooh. I'm going to drop you. Usually it's fairly benign, but we have plenty of cards that we spend on. Okay. The tidy rat is very useful in the final battle because she removes debuffs. And in fact, she's almost a bit more useful than the boar is. That is a cheap card. That is a cheap card. That is a cheap card, and I still have enough for the dice. Okay. Now, can't quite remember what this one is. This is the turnips. Okay, so the trick with the turnips is if you wait, not only do you get healed, but you get a really nice card, an actually useful card. Red Riding Hood sat down on the bench at the edge of the garden. When she opened her eyes, she saw a huge man who looked more animal than human, but she was not frightened. He handed her a turnip and smiled. I like that story. And you get a little bit of healing. Let me just double check. Yeah. All right. So we have 2 battles that either one is fine. Okay. She spawns minions. We don't have a problem. All right. And the tidy rat also takes. Now, tidy rat randomly removes. Oh, because I haven't upgraded her. So, I think what I'm gonna do is spawn the wolf skin real quick, and then go ahead and use the same strategy as before. Can't do that. See, this damages the wolf as well. That's all that can happen there. There's no Well, actually there is. We'll do you. Not useful. Okay. Alright, we're taking a few more hits because the boar is not providing any strength. If I do this, I think I'm only going to do half an hour for this one. Okay. There's nothing down there. Ah, this could be useful because I could target the commander without relying on the wolf. Okay. Oh, but it seems to have... Huh. She was already being targeted. Okay. Pay attention before you start throwing things around. Let's put one prey on you because it's worth it. In theory, I could... Okay, you're gonna do anything, you're not gonna do anything. Lying in wait at the start of each turn, a random ally receives 1 strength. It lasts for 2 turns. Or I can defend, but they're not... Actually, I think I'm gonna defend the wolf because he's pretty useful. Alright. Okay. Alright. I have enough for you. You're my defense. Alright. Swift movement at the start of... We'll see if we have it. Ooh. Let's do that as well. Alright, so always check the cards before you fire off the unicorn. You're still preyed and you are not. You're about to get hit by something. I do have... Ally receives 3 block, target receives... Yeah, that's... There we go. Won't protect him completely. Well, actually it will, because you're apparently a bit of a weenie. Okay. Okay, we want more reds and more greens. That works. Lots of reds this time. Okay. I don't really need any of... Although... We'll give you a little bit of strength. That should be enough to take her out. Okay, and we have enough to put that there, and you're gonna do that thing again where you go after the wolf, but that's fine. That's random. I don't want to mess with that at the moment. Okay. For a little while, I was struggling because I didn't want to use the unicorn, but I think this is the way to do it. Alright, there is prey on him. And we don't really have anything we need in particular, so... And there's no strength there, so this should be enough to take him down. And we're done. Yes, this is the way to go about it. Doesn't really matter what the cards are, as long as you have enough of them that you can fire off the unicorn. Okay. Unlock the ability. I think what I want to do is... Ooh. Your ability switches... this is the switch to the other side, which, to be honest, I don't use very often. I think what I want is this one, because the upgraded rat is actually extremely useful, particularly if you're getting up towards Snow White, because Snow White throws poison around like nobody's business. Okay, what do we have left? If we go to the store, but we're out of money for the most part, so let's just go ahead. Alright. You got the prey, that's fine. Fire you off. Fire you off. And let's do you. Now you can help Red. Red can hit this guy. Knock them down a bit. Nothing left in terms of dice. All right. Okay, a bit of a mixed bag on the dice, but that's okay. Let's do that. And that's okay that you have prey because you... but if I do it this way, I won't see it again. Because banished means it goes away. Alright, I think I have enough. Okay. Because I want them both to be targetable at some point. Okay. I didn't want to take the chance that someone, see, they've got... I have to... take a bit of a hit. Fragile reduces block by 1. I think it makes them... their defense goes down is what's going on. Let's double check that. Reduces block by 1 per fragile. Yeah. Okay. Now fire off you. I think I'm going to put some strength on you. Actually, I think I'm going to put 2 strength on you because of the prey has moved. Oh well. You had less armor anyways. And that's the last hit. Can't can't hit that, so we're just gonna do as much as we can. That's a burner card. I don't get a lot out of it. Okay. All right, there went the Swift. Make sure I don't lose you. Who got prey this time? Ooh, anybody. That's enough out of you. Enough out of you, and that is enough out of you. Yes. Target receives 2 strength but takes 3 damage. Banish a hand card and discard a card. Won't do you because we won't be using you very much. Alright, I am taking some hits though in these, but there's another campfire. Oh, this is new. I think this is one of the chapters I purchased. Riding Hood followed a path she'd never seen and found a small but magnificent castle made entirely of porcelain. Amidst the flowers stood an expensively dressed man. On his hands sat a nightingale that sang. Fascinating, isn't it? It's not real and it never gets tired, so it sings endlessly. The man said I would be willing to sell it to you. What would you offer me for it? Offer stories, you have to fight him. Offer coins, you can buy the artificial nightingale. If you've met him before, maybe you can trade an unmotivated nightingale to get the card. I don't have an unmotivated nightingale, so I'm curious. All right. I have received an artificial nightingale. At the start of each turn, get 1 random die until the end of the battle. That one is gonna be good for keeping an eye out for, although it's expensive. All right. So part of the Rogue Knight nature is that when you go back out, there's kind of a meta shop, and that you have opportunities for purchasing new story events and some buffs and debuffs if you want them. All right, this is a big boss. 3 tidy rats is a big boss. Okay. The unicorn's been taking some hits. Okay, I'm gonna keep an eye on her. We're going to need her. Okay. Swift movement. Let's do that. And let's defend at least a little bit of princess here. All right. No, I don't have enough for it. All right, who has prey on them? You do. You're useful. All right, that's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. All right, someone sucked up some of my dice, I think. So, first thing that has to happen is we want to do you. Alright, there's not enough for the rat. Yeah. You know, at least get rid of you. Alright, that's all we can do. So the unicorn is going to take a hit. And poison. Alright, we got our dice back. And we have enough. Alright. We get some cards. Let's do you first, because we can't afford to have you taking that many hits. That is all we have. So the reason this is working is that we are getting enough. Oh, she's taking a real hit. We're getting enough Joker dice, so it doesn't matter the green ones are not turning up. I think it might be worth getting you some strengths. And you hit that person? No. All right. You're getting hit. You're getting hit. That would take them down to 4. Actually, I think it's probably better to get rid of the poison. There we go. Probably should have defended them, but the defense won't work against poison anyway, so... Alright. We got... a whole lot of not much. Okay, the wolf skin. Enemies receive weaknesses. Not enough coins. Or not enough dice. Not the right colored dice. Okay. She's going to take more hits than I like, but there's nothing I can do about it. That kind of bollocks the system of the end game, but we will work with what we have. Who has prey? Good enough. Nothing from there, nothing from there, nothing from there. I guess we'll go ahead and spawn the wolf skin. You're not useful to me. There's nothing? Huh. The tidy rat isn't going to do anything, so... Well, let's move you just so that the tidy rat does get around to doing something. All right. Let's do that. Let's give you some strengths. And in fact, let's go ahead and give you some more strengths. All right. Yeah, there you go. Close, but not quite. That's not going to be enough armor. Sorry, rat. Okay. Most of this is just for the sake of doing it because you are toasted. There we go. Suddenly I get the point of those silly flower bouquets they kept handing out. Heal the team. All right, she's at full strength. What is your passive? Strangely, I think that's actually really useful. Okay, let's see if we can speed this up a bit. Everyone's at top strengths. We have a strategy. All right. They are confronted by Snow White. She doesn't know where her dwarves have gone and has decided that the wolf has something to do with it. All right. So... this is less useful at the moment because she's the only person on the field, so it's not going to be as much of a problem. Let's do you. Let's do you. Let's do you. And let's do you. All right. I'm gonna hold you for later, just in case. Well, go ahead. Yeah, and that's all we got. Unless... what do you do? You got 2 prey. Nah, we'll wait for later. Okay. Maybe. All right, so the trick, I think, is I want to fire off the flower bouquet as often as possible to increase my cards. Okay. Oop. Now, you do a random die at every... yes. I need to take the poison off of Unicorn first. Now, you can hit twice still. And that is all she wrote, yes. Unless I want to. You're gonna go after the wolf. That's okay. Wolfie can take it. How much can the tidy rat clean up? See, she's going after the can be used one time per turn, which means that let's move you like that because I want to preserve the wolf as long as possible. Because that gives Snow White the mobility she needs. Okay. We actually have quite a lot going on here. She's going to do 4 damage on you, so let's cut that by a little. All right. Yep. She's going to go after everybody. And she's going to heal. All right, so first thing is we do want to fire that off. Actually, do you as well. Oh, and you. Nothing else. There's no more. No more she can do, but you heal yourself. That's all we got. Now, let's see, she's got block now, too. All right, so... flower bouquet. You have the most poison and the greatest weakness. Hold on a second. Let's do strength. Didn't quite take down her shielding. She's going after the rat, but I don't have any defense. That is not good. Not the best option, but better than... All right. Poison on her sometimes undoes all of her healing. So I'm always fussing about. I need to wait for everything to fire off. All right. Poison off you. Turns weakness into strength. All right. Actually, I'm gonna have you go at her this time. How many praise are on her? Quite a bit, actually. Ha! Paying attention to that. Okay, look at me. Oh, poison apple every time. And we have received Snow White as a team member. There's been a misunderstanding. The dwarves are missing, so is my grandmother. Snow White's very sad. The wolf forgives her, and Snow White says, I was just on my way to the castle to get help. Will you come with me? And that is the end of that chapter. This is a useful technique. We'll have to see about... I put you on the end, you won't get hit as often. Well, Snow White, silly metric. I have to remind myself of how she works. Something to do with the poison building up, and then she can sort of unload it on the opponent at certain points. But I think that is good for now. Because we're at the beginning of another chapter, and I think I've got a handle on it. I was so frustrated with Red. I could not figure out. I got a handle on the Frog Prince. I figured out what he needed to do in order to get really good hits in. I was kind of getting a sense of Jack. Haven't gotten too deep. He's got another completely different mechanic going on. The trick with Red, I think, at least to begin with, my best tactic is probably going to be to pair her with a unicorn. But that means I need a lot of cards in the deck. Okay. But that worked. So I am going to leave it there for now and come back to it some other time. But I'm feeling better about that. That's going to be the trick with these roguelites. I am new to the genre, and I'm still figuring out all of the different tactics. Each particular member requires a different mechanic, meaning it requires a different strategy. Which sounds obvious if you've been playing them for a long time, but I'm just figuring it out. So I will go ahead and say thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.